Today on our show, volunteers come out to help get fostering families Bulloch off the ground, a geographic lesson about Georgia, and a Bulloch history moment. From Neville's to Toledo and all points in between, you're in Studio Statesboro.
Studio Statesboro brought to you in part by Southeastern Orthopedic Center, Ogeechee Technical College, and East Georgia Regional.
Southeastern Orthopedic Centers in Statesboro. Sports medicine, pediatric orthopedics, hip and knee replacement, spine and neck, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremity. Southeastern Orthopedic Centers in Statesboro.
Welcome to Studio Statesboro. I'm your host, Robin Bradford. Thanks for clicking on us. Saturday, Governor-elect Nathan Deal asked Georgians to participate in a day of service, and about 70 volunteers came out to help clean, paint, and organize the old Napa Auto Parts store in Statesboro. The effort was aimed at helping fostering families in Bulloch County get started in their mission to serve foster children and parents.
Today we were asked to participate in the Governor's Inaugural Day of Service, being done in conjunction with the inauguration ceremonies up in Atlanta. Kim Brannon from Sea Island Bank was gracious enough to nominate us, and has also been gracious enough to lend her organization skills to the project. And several months back, we were exposed to our DFACS foster care system here in Bulloch County, and we went through an orientation session and became aware of some of the needs and some of the limitations that our caseworkers have on them, and recognized the fact that our community can help and needed an organization that could communicate the needs of our caseworkers, our foster parents, and our kids to the community at large and allow them to help where we can. And that's kind of what this whole thing is about.
Jonathan has signed up to take responsibility for this room and has done a great job, not just today, but for the last few weeks. This room, they're going to put a new floor in it, a television, a Wii thing.
We've developed an acute emergency need clothes closet. It's not intended to be a shopping outlet. It's intended to be a middle-of-the-night resource for, like I say, an acute need situation. A child may come into care in the middle of the night and need clothes for the next 3 or 4 days until the situation calms down a little bit and we can figure out what's going on. The biggest thing we hope to do is to ask people to give us their ear, to send us an email so that we can contact the community at large as we have needs that are brought to us regarding our kids and regarding other people in our community.
So this is a place where people can come gather too. It isn't just a place to get supplies.
This is a continuing resource for our foster care parents, caseworkers, and children in care. I don't know what that'll look like tomorrow, or a month from now, or a year from now. I know what we've been led to think it ought to look like today, and that's what we're going to do today. Tomorrow, who knows?
When we come back, Roger Allen offers a geography lesson and a Bulloch history moment.
Find it at Ogeechee Technical College. With over 120 programs of study, hands-on training, affordable tuition, and flexible schedules. Find your path to a successful career by enrolling at Ogeechee Tech today. For more information on any of our programs of study, call 681-5500, visit our campus, or check us out on the web at ogeecheetech.edu. Ogeechee Technical College, education with purpose.
Georgia was the most sought-after area in the New World because of its climate. In fact, Georgia has much in common climate-wise with certain areas around the world. Here's Roger Allen.
Hey everybody, Roger Allen with another moment, in this case, global history. This is a map of our Earth, our planet. And this is the equator. And this is the prime meridian. Nobody really bothers to think about where Georgia is, so I went and I did a little bit of research. And what I came up with this is longitudinally, north-south. Cleveland, Ohio is due north of us, and Havana, Cuba is due south of us. And for those who remember back in the 1960s, Cuba and Castro and his missiles, if he'd shot them due north, we might have been in trouble. More interesting, though, is the latitudinal lines, 32nd parallel north. If you go, follow that line across the globe, you see it goes through Tijuana, Mexico. That's desert. You don't really think of ourselves as being in a desert. Follow it over here into the Atlantic. It's Hamilton, the capital of Bermuda. You follow it across and you run into the cradle of civilization, Jerusalem, Damascus, Benghazi, Tripoli, Libya. Then follow it across to Asia. It goes to Guangzhou, China. These two have one thing in common. Edges of desert, the Sahara and the Gobi. And the Mexican desert over here. So, why? What do we have in common? We don't think of ourselves as being in a desert, but we're in sort of a desert-like climate. It certainly gets hot enough. Moses in the Bible wrote about Jerusalem, the area around Jerusalem, as a land of figs and honey, olive oil and wine, corn and wheat. Curiously enough, we raise all of those things here. So we're not too much different. As I said, the cradle of civilization, basically the birthplace of our civilizations as we know it, grew from cultures that lived on the same line, same latitudinal line that we did. Curious. Nobody really thinks of where Georgia is on the globe. Where are we? We're north and we're west. But who shares what we have? As I said, Tijuana, Mexico, Hamilton, Isfahan, Iran, Jerusalem, and Guangzhou, China. A curious thing indeed. Another moment from Roger Allen, Bulloch County History.
Ask your cardiologist about our newest program in cardiac care. Ask your cardiologist about our newest cardiac specialist. Ask your cardiologist about the life-saving procedures we can now perform in our brand new facility. The complete heart care you need is available right where you live. Call your cardiac referral line today. East Georgia Regional Medical Center in Statesboro.
Thanks for joining us in Studio Statesboro today. We're here with a new show after 5 p.m. every weekday. You can stay in touch with local news in the pages of the Statesboro Herald and online at statesboroherald.com. And be sure to sign up for breaking news alerts from statesboroherald.com. We'll see you soon.